act right. So we'll try to get that corrected here in just a second. You're in tune to the Sports Critic. I'm your host. I'm Drew Patton, along with my
Hello.
man, Jersey World of SportsFan.com. So, okay, you back?
Hello.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like I said, the team. I'm sorry, fellas.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it was a brotherhood. It was every bit of it. And like I said, in the family, the baby sets the tone. You're like, okay, let's wait for the baby. Let's put the Pampers on the baby. Who's gonna carry the baby? It wasn't that. We were accountable. We were our the assistant head coach was Rod Marinelli. He said, this is not a family. This is a brotherhood. We're the Mongols. We will be led by the strongest. You know, we are the Khans, Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan. You know,
I love
he
that
said,
dude.
Simeon, you're too handsome to be a Khan. You know what I mean? But that's the way we roll. He says, we will be led by the strongest. Simeon, Warren, you will lead us on the front line. Isn't that right? I'm like, yep. Warren, like, yes, coach. That was it. I mean, it wasn't a situation where we were gonna hold your hand. It was a situation where if you came in a game, you was expected to play at a certain level. That was it. The bar was, I set the bar. Warren set the bar. Brooks
Sure.
set the bar. Lynn set the bar. So that's the way we were to play. So if you hit the floor, you had to emulate that level of play. If you couldn't, then you couldn't be on the floor. I mean, it was games we played, in particular, when we played Michael Vick, in his years against the Falcons, I never forget. After they played his third down reel, which I thought was a highlight film, which really troubled me. I'm like, why did Rod play a highlight film? And Warren turns to me and says, nigga, that was no highlight film. That was a third down reel. I said, damn.
Wow.
So, I mean, going through things like that, and then, leaving that before we left that meeting in that room, it was understood where it was like, okay, this is the way we got to play to beat them. And I never forget, everybody in the room was like, all right, Sam, you're going to be the one, you're the only one fast enough to chase them.
Yeah.
And basically, Rob was like, hey, if Sam come out the game, whoever in that spot, we expect to hunt down. That's the way we play. That's who we are. No ifs, ands, no buts. No excuses, no explanations. That's the way we live.
Sure.
You guys were phenomenal defense. Now, Sam, just listening to you, man, talk about the whole progression with your rookie year in Lomas Brown. You mentioned him being, a future Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. Your time's coming, right? You know that phone call's coming in the next few
I
years
don't
or
know.
so.
I didn't even make the College Hall of Fame. All I looked up at, and my man Eddie George made the Hall of Fame so far. I'm like, what? The
Wow.
hell is this?
The
And
University of Illinois?
let me go on record. I got nothing but love for Eddie George. That's
No
my
doubt.
man. But I was like, whoa, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
I'm the all-time Big Ten sack leader,
Right.
as I
Right.
remember it right. So I'm still waiting for that College Hall of Fame first.
Well, we'll take those steps first. We'll get the College Hall of Fame, and then Canton's calling. Who are some of the people? Who are the first people you think you're gonna reach out to and contact? Like, look, I got the call. It's going down. Who you think you're gonna call first?
You know what, man? Um, family is the most important thing. So
Of course.
obviously, you always want your family. If God willing, my father's still alive and doing his thing. Obviously my pops and my moms and the family. Just the ones that has been on this road with me since day one. That was able to experience the things, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. Those individuals. That has helped shape the career that I've had. Obviously the coaches that I've had from high school to college to the pros. That's a real beautiful time of celebration and just to have a moment like that, is. I mean, just making the Chicago Hall of Fame was huge to me.
I
You know,
feel you. I feel you.
Even the likes of Michael Jordan and Walter Payton, people, men that I looked up to for many years and got to know. So, it's always a privilege to be honored, especially for your body of work, for things that you've done, and to know you were one of the elite, you were one of the special. You've done it different. You set the bar. You set the tone. Rod told me when I retired, he said, Simeon, you got to bear with me because I'm still watching this finals. But he
okay?
said, Simeon,
I got you, man.
He said, Sam, I'm gonna tell you something. One day, when you get older and you start playing, it'll be years down the line, you'll know what a player is. Everybody will be saluting somebody. Everybody will be jumping behind a kid back and saying he's the next this. But you'll know because basically they got to walk in your footsteps. You will be the bar that the game will be set at. You know great play. You know how to play the right way. So when you see great football, you'll always be able to tell. And I kind of like that. I feel like at a certain level once you become who you are in the game where there's many names and only a select few earn theirs, you'll become a god of the game. You'll become a master of the game. Like I always say that about the Michael Jordans, about Magic Johnson, John Elway, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. Those dudes become the gods of the game. You know, those guys are they like going to Valhalla. They become something special. And I truly believe in the fact that when I played, I touched that level of greatness. I know what it feels like to play 10 years and not feel like anybody on the planet can stop you. Well, you respect men for being who they are. Yeah. And the respect you got of men allows you to kind of not just earn your spot, but be able to celebrate the game on a level that not many people can. You know, where that game day is now just a kind of like a dress rehearsal of what you've been practicing. Gotcha. You know, where you command the field, where you earn the attention of many that come and watch and celebrate and wear your jerseys and do all the tailgating and things of that nature. So, you know, you able to kind of like live on the fact and enjoy the fact that the game is unique for that reason because you became one of those individuals in a game that's a standout. I always said when I played, you don't play the game, you are the game. Wow. And when you become the game, it's a special moment.
Well, that's what's up. And we got an update on that score, too, man. It's 17-16 Dallas in the first quarter for everybody checking out the show live. I know you checking it out, bro.
Yeah, and you're doing a great job. You don't sound too distracted. Before we let you run and get back to the game, your beer, your chicken wings, everything you got going on, this is the Sports Kritik again. And we're speaking to my man, Simeon Rice, former All-Pro with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a lot better. That sounds a lot better there, Simeon. I want to ask you real quick because Jersey World turned me on to you just finished film school and you directed your first film, and that's pretty awesome to know that a guy like yourself, typically people don't know that guys like you that's big and strong got other interests besides football and hitting people. Kind of real quick, let us know about your burgeoning film career and what you'd like to do with that, that film you just did and other films that you may be directing here soon.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm all in now. You know, like you all asked me about sports, and honestly, I'm so far from it, I couldn't tell you. You know, I had a great career, enjoyed it, lived it. That chapter in my life is closed. It's going to be personal to me, and it means something to me forever. It doesn't dilute or diminish what I've done. But I've truly turned the page. Filmmaker with the New York Film Academy, finished that. Now shot my first short when I was king, had it in the Gasparilla Film Festival, looking to be in Chicago Film Festival and other festivals as well. But even moving on from there, now I'm working on doing my first full feature. Looks like it's going to be very interesting, very fun, sci-fi flick that I'm working on right now. And
wow.
Kind of putting all the pieces to it. I'm in Florida right now doing location scouting for the locations of where I want to shoot this next film, so it's going to be fun.
Wow, man.
Let me ask you this, bro. You know, you go about 6'5", about 260 and some change. Handsome dude, you know what I'm saying, chopped up. Any chance you actually hop in front of the camera and maybe do a couple of action scenes? We're going to see you in like a fight scene with The Rock in a couple of years. What's going on there?
Not at all. No interest in I'm serious filmmaking, no interest in none of that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
My only interest is to be a director and producer. That's it.
My man.
I'm all in. You know what I mean? Do some fun home videos. How about that?
Okay.
Me and you, well, you know, we record and tape the reunion, a high school reunion. That's about it.
Let's
But
get
in
it,
terms
fam.
of me, I had the light. I stood on stage. That was fun. Now it's time for me to make projects.
Well,
That's
Simeon,
what's up.
we thank you so much, man, for coming on the show, man, and hopefully, of course, it's an open invite, man. Anytime you want to come back on the show, and basically when you get done filming all those great films before they go to major production, man, we'd love to have first dibs to have you on the show and talk about it, man. We'd definitely love to have you back again soon.
I appreciate it. Much respect. Walt, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And you know what I mean? And we'll
Sam.
reconnect when we can. All right? One love.
You already
brother.
know, Sam. Love, man. Appreciate you, bro.
That's our guy, man, Simeon Rice.